Hello and welcome to another cool smartphone unboxing with me, Gary Clark. Today you join me for what I think is probably going to be the first one of these in the UK, and that is an unboxing of the BQ Aquarius E5. Now those of you who read the site may be aware we unboxed the EQ 4.5 about a week and a half ago. Unfortunately I had to return that device as I was experiencing a few issues with it, and they've decided, the kind people at Ubuntu have sent me through the E5, even though we ascertained that there was no problems with the 4.5. So cracking on, let's get into the unboxing. Now the specs on this one are a little bit higher than the 4.5, but we will talk about those once we actually get the box open. Now the timing of this could not be more suited, as my daily driver, which is a Sony Xperia Z3, that has had to go to the menders because I broke it. But up until now I have been using a slightly ailing and battle-scarred Nexus 5. So that's the phone first and foremost. We'll move that off to the side. Underneath we've got all the other packaging. So in here is very similar to what we saw in the E4.5. You've got your little pin there, you've got your guide, your quick start guide, guarantee information, and your BQ accessories, and a little bit about the Aquarius phone itself. Okay. So pretty much the same as what we saw previously. Move that off to the side. Under here you have got your power supplies. So micro USB to USB charging cable. It does charge via a standard micro USB 2. And then under the bottom it has got an international charger for the EU, and this is outputting at 1 amp, so fairly standard. These phones, they are designed in the EU. They are made in China. It's actually BQ is actually a Spanish company, and they've kindly partnered with Ubuntu to allow us to do to test the Ubuntu Touch Edition, which is its full name. So we'll just have a little look at the specs. So you can see here we've got a 5-inch HD panel. Now I'm going to go with 720p for that. It is a 3G modem that's on board. We also have a quad-core chip made by MediaTek, and it's a Cortex A7 running at 1.3 GHz with a Mali 400 GPU supporting it. 16 gig onboard memory, just around about 12 of which will be free. 1 GB of RAM, micro SD card slot, and that actually sits at the top of the phone and is accessed with the wee pin that we were playing with earlier. 3.5mm headphone jack, as you can see there. On this side you've got your micro SIM card slots, exactly the same place as they were on the E4.5, and it is indeed a dual SIM, both working at 3G. Bluetooth 4.0, 25,000 mAh battery, 13 meg rear facing camera, and 5 meg front facing camera. The 13 meg camera is also supported by dual flash, and you've got one of your external mics there. Down the bottom, your micro USB charger. Speakers, it is only one speaker, one is a mic, very much iPhone like. 3.5mm headphone jack, as I mentioned, BQ logo on the back, and also the fact that it is the Ubuntu edition. Peeling that off, you can now see you've got your 5 meg camera, your forward facing speaker, and the rest of it is completely void of any buttons. Power key on the side here, just give that a wee press, and we can see that it is quite a nice big clear display. If I bring in the Nexus 5 here, just as a little comparison. Now my Nexus 5 is currently on the lowest brightness possible. Let's just get that ramped up. There we go. And bear in mind there is also a screen protector on my Nexus 5. So that's the two devices side by side. You can see the Nexus 5 is a little bit shorter. It's around about the same width, not a huge amount in it. Pop the Nexus 5 on there. The Nexus 5 obviously does have the slightly curved back, whereas this is square. But thickness wise, very much of a muchness. I wouldn't say there's going to be too much difference there. And the BQ actually does feel quite nice in the hand. I think I'm going to really enjoy using this. These are the scopes as they were on the E5 and as they will be on the Mizu phone that was announced earlier this week. And they seem to be a little bit more fluid. And now I don't know if this is just me perceiving this incorrectly, but they do seem to have a little bit more fluidity about them than I was experiencing on the E5. So that is a very brief unboxing of the BQ Aquarius E5, and there's going to be a lot more content about this on the site as I delve into it and really try and discover what Ubuntu Touch Edition is all about. So feel free to follow us on the site if you want to find out more about that. You can do so by subscribing at this link over here somewhere. Also, if you like this content, please do give us a thumbs up. It does help us get these samples in for review. And if you don't like us, also tell us that as well. And feel free to leave any comments down below or at the bottom of the associated article on www.coolsmartphone.com. Thanks very much, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.